Okay, let me in fact quickly take that to you, Professor Nalapat, on this potential realignment. Are we seeing a potential realignment happening in the world today with this upcoming visit by PM Modi to China for the SCO Summit? Is there a lot riding on the bilateral that will possibly take place between him and Xi? Also, we have seen another phone call between PM Modi and President Putin of Russia. Also, the head of state of Brazil as well. Is this a realignment that we are seeing taking place in the world?
Look, Uday, President Trump is meeting not only President Xi, but he's also meeting President Putin in Alaska, if you recall. So he's meeting both of them. And there is no question that he's been adopting policies extremely hostile to India. The tariff, or 50% tariff, makes absolutely no sense, including for the US. And if you look at the opinion polls, I think they're going down, except on the issue of immigration, where frankly the MAGA crowd don't want any immigrants to come. I mean, even if you are, a giant Vishnu Narlika, a space genius, they would not want you to come unless you come from a European country. That's a very narrow base, very narrow-minded base, and that's not the kind of base on which a country will build its scientific talent. So the only question is how long Trump is going to continue his disruptive tactics and how long before the system moves in and does something to change either his behavior or, frankly, the president himself and replace him with his alternative, Vice President Vance. So I want to say that Prime Minister Modi going there, this is a significant gesture. There's no doubt about it. As Ambassador Goyal has pointed out, I think it's been about 7 years since he basically, his last previous visit. But the reality situation is, of course, it depends on the Chinese side as well. And they would maybe want to break the ice in a situation of extreme discomfort between the US and India officially, and therefore arrange a bilateral with President Xi. So I would like to say, Uday, that it's indeed a very important visit, and I think the Prime Minister is doing well in going there. I always believe that it's better to be part of BRICS, better to be part of SCO, than also to be better to be part of Quad, than to be outside these systems. All said and done, disruptions last only so long, but long-term relationships are permanent. And the long-term security relationship between India and the US, in my view, will survive the Trump disruptions. Having said that, I think it's absolutely correct for the Prime Minister to take a decision to travel to Tianjin, if I'm not mistaken, a very beautiful city, a port city in China, very close to Russia, by the way, and attend the SCO meeting. So I would like to say that I fully support that particular move of his. And I'm also of the view that what's happening with Donald Trump is inexplicable. He's got some kind of a animus towards India, and he's got an animus towards a 1.4 billion strong democracy. So quite frankly, many people in the United States also are completely, not able to comprehend what his motives are, even close supporters of his. So very frankly, Uday, I think the going to Shanghai is an important signal that please understand India has other
yes.
apps as well, other platforms as well. And if the India-US ties are disrupted for a little while, well, India has got alternatives also.